All right, so next question. Okay. You guys ready for quiz?
Yeah.
Four questions. Gabby, yes. What does 5C says?
Secant, parentheses, tangent, inverse, and then 2 over x.
Okay, so remember if you have x, this one you can draw in the first quadrant because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it which quadrant is. So in this case, I'm just drawing first quadrant, and this is 2. This is x. Is that okay? And then it's gonna be x squared plus 2 squared is equal to z squared. And Diego, get a pencil and write shit down. Z is equal to square root x squared plus 4. Got it? And then you find out what z is. So we want a representation of z. We want a representation in terms of x. So is that okay? And then secant is Shaw, which is hypotenuse over adjacent. So that's it. Don't oversimplify. Don't try to be cute. Says that's x plus 2. That's not. You cannot do that. And people is going to do that on the test. And that's going to be off. That's going to be completely wrong. Because you break math there. Next question. Good? All right, let's show you how to do question 8. Oh, actually, I'm gonna answer some of the question, more advanced questions. I'm gonna answer that Winston asked me a couple days ago. Yeah. Now this one's kind of hard to understand, and I'm gonna answer this part. So, for example, this question's right here. Now, I won't put it on the test. But I think for some of you guys, you are going to do the math competition, you have to have a little bit of more ability to do it. Different things. So cosine inverse cosine of x, cosine of 4. Now, 4 is represents a radian. So 4 means is all the way to, this is 3.14 radian, right? 3.14 radian. And 4 must be right here. So remember, I told you how to draw an angle. This is kind of important. 4 is represent that. Now cosine inverse has to be where? Well, cosine of 4, do you think it's going to be positive or negative values? How'd you get positive?
Quadrant 3 since it's inverse.
Yeah, but what's cosine of quadrant 2? What?
Inverse 1. Not inverse, negative.
Yes.
Why is 4 there?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, you should ask that. Yeah. 3.14 is right here because of pi, right? Pi is 3.14 radian. So 4 is a little bit over that because this is 6.28. So it's more closer, 4 is more closer to 3 than 6.
But how would I know that 4 is a radian?
Because that's the only way it can be there is as a radian. They cannot put, if they pay angle, they have to have an angle notation, but they don't have an angle notation. So that's why I say this question is more advanced.
So how do you find like angle or like?
So 4 is some type of angle. It's in terms of radian. It's not in terms of degrees. So if 3.14 is also radian, but that also means pi, right? Could I just write down cosine of 3.14 instead of cosine of pi? Gonna give you same output, right? Yes. What's your question?
But like, wouldn't that break friction? Has like,
Yep, we haven't get there yet. Now remember, cosine inverse has to be in the correct restriction. So then it has to be the top two quadrants. But the only way cosine of 4, if you type in the calculator right now, type in the calculator. Do it in radian though. What's cosine of 4? I can predict this negative. Not only that, I would say probably negative, I don't know, negative point 0.7.
rounded in.
Yeah. So how do I know that? Well, I had to think about things. So what 0.7 what? 0.7 what?
0.65.
65. Okay. So yeah, so it's gonna be the same thing. So but also there's another value here, right? That also give you the same thing. That also give you the same thing. So I hear cosine of, let's say it's like 2.8 something, gonna give you the same exact thing. Try it. Type in cosine of 2 point what? Like try a different number until you get to the thing. Use radian though. 2.3? Okay. So remember, I hear it's 4, right? If I want to find out this angle, it's going to be 4 minus pi, right? So this is the theta, right? But we want it from here to here, which is we want this theta prime right here. But the reference angle, this is the reference angle. Reference angle is this whole thing, subtract this. So that's pi minus 4 minus pi. So it'll be 2 pi minus 4. And that's the answer. And that's why I say this one's very advanced questions. 2 pi minus 4. Because 6.28 subtract 4. You know, think about 6.28 is right here. Right? It's 2 pi. Subtract 4 is this way, but it's subtract this way, go back here to get our rotations. If you don't get it, it's okay. I'm not gonna ask on the test. If I did ask on the test, it's gonna be like a bonus rather than actual test questions.
It's really. It's just like think. It's fine. I just do this. Four is a little. So what's like find this difference between 5 and 4? This is here.
Who's got it, by the way? Besides Winston and Saphir. Ksenia got it?
Distance here
Okay.
minus 5.
0.8.
Apple, do you understand? No? Okay, then don't worry about it. Diniana, you get it? It's a very advanced question. You can ask him, he probably doesn't know. And he's very smart.
This is 5.
He's got 790 on SAT math.
4 is a little past the other one, yeah. Because you're going like that.
Yeah.
So maybe
That's that kind of like,
think about it.
What?
Minus 4. You're gonna have to
590? That's okay. You start somewhere and you go up. That's the idea. Are you junior or sophomore? Okay, you have a lot of time.
4.
They did have a test 8, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so 5 like you have 4 minus this.
They do have a, you know, they take away first 3, but now they have 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 4 extra tests. But don't waste the test. Actually go back and understand how to do the first few tests first before you do the more tests.
And G squared.
SAT. All right, so that's that. Let's talk about this last questions here. Now this one is not too bad. It's a lot of my calculus students struggle with this, but it's not as scary as it sounds. So you have to understand the idea reference angle. So this is actually pretty interesting. Sine of 7 pi over 4. Let's just talk about C here. This is not sum and difference. Okay, let's just understand the reference angles. So 7 pi over 5. Let's ask yourself, which quadrant is 7 pi over 5? Don't say it. Sophia and Winston, you're not allowed to say anything. But think about which one is 7 pi over 5. I'm going to ask somebody. I'm going to ask Diego. Diego probably figure out what 7 pi over 5 is. Which quadrant do you think 7 pi over 5 is?
Wait, give me a second.
He's got it. He's got it. I have faith in Diego. Diego is a bright kid. I like Diego. Huh?
Wait. Right before the.
You're right. And you have the right, exactly right location. And that's why, Diego, you pissed me off. Like, you were so smart. You just don't know, like, you're smart.
Next question.
Sydney, do you understand? What's the third one? Don't pretend if you don't understand. Don't
No, I
understand.
do. Why would
Oh,
you
okay.
suggest I know?
I don't know. Because you give me like kind of a sus look.
Yeah, for saying that I don't understand it when I.
Are you sure? Okay. So I hear it's 5 pi over 5. This is a 5 pi over 5, right? And this is 10 pi over 5, right? So 7's more closer to 5 or 10. It's actually right here what Diego just said. It's actually very close to y-axis because 2 pi over 5 is not half. So it's going to go from here to here, right? But sine inverse is those two quadrants. So you want it to have same y value, but which quadrant would it be? Four. So it's going to be here. Is that okay? And then you say, well, so how do I know how far they open? I don't know. I can figure out from here to here is 5 pi over 5. From here is 2 pi over 5, right? So this must be negative 2 pi over 5. My answer is negative 2 pi over 5. You want to try one? Okay. Next one. Sine of 5 pi over 8. The cool about trig is not a lot of work. It's like really critical thinking. I think this is the first time you had to think of something, visualize spaces. It's not like actual calculations, but actually figure out how things work. Denisha's not here? Denisha, Emily? Who else is not here? Huh? Amelia? Oh. All right. I'm interested in what Diego got. Diego's is Diego right? Diego, you wanna be on math team? Diego's smart. I wish I could take a hammer and just crash his skull. Like to see what's in there, you know? Hey, he's smart, he just don't want to do anything.
And since the Wi-Fi open 8 is not in what you want, you could open
All right. All right, let's talk about sum and difference. So you can have sine of A plus B. Now, this thing is called argument. You can never distribute the argument. Okay, because this is a parenthesis. It's not distributable. Nope. But the proper way to write it is using a correct formula. So, and this is called sum and difference formula. Sum and difference formula. Sum and difference formula. Now you're gonna have to memorize this, unfortunately, but I have an acronym for you to memorize it. It's called SMS. This means sine. This means mixed group. And this is same sign. Sine, mixed group, same sign. What does that mean? So I know I start with a sine, so it has to go to mixed group. How do I do mixed group? Well, mixed group, you're going to do sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And you're going to put A, B, and a plus. So this has to be the same sign as before. So S stands for same sign. So same sign. So a lot of time people don't spend a lot of energy to memorize something. Memorize something, a trick. Here's the trick. There's a gadget. SMS. SMS stands for sine, mixed group, same sign. Okay? Now, obviously, you can do another one with the difference, which is A minus B. Again, I'm going to write down the mixed group. Mixed group, make sure you completely mix up. It's going to be sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Again, is that okay? And I just fill in A, B, and this is a negative sign, so this must be negative. You follow me so far? Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Because you not only mix them together, sine and cosine, you also flip this way. So sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Okay, so that's how you mix them completely. Now, cosine's a little bit easier. Cosine is called CSO. CSO. This means cosine, same group, and opposite sign. That means if you start with plus, it must be end up negative. So cosine of A plus B. Okay? Now same group, that means you're gonna start with a cosine because you have a cosine here. So we're gonna say cosine, cosine, sine, sine. This is actually easier because it's cosine, cosine, sine, sine. And then you have A, B, A, B. I fill in the angle last. And I fill in the sign. So this is a plus sign. It changed to minus. It changed. Does that make sense? It changed. Change sign. Cosine of A minus B. So again, will be the same group. Cosine, cosine, sine, sine. So it's not memorizing, it just understand the acronym. And this is plus. Yep, he write it over there. Except he have a tangent. I don't really worry about tangent, but for him he had to know tangent, but everybody else doesn't know. Huh? Got it? Okay. With that saying, that how do we use it? So for example, I don't have sine of 105 degrees inside of the unit circle because unit circle value give me 30, 45, 60, right? It doesn't give me, it give me 90, it give me 120, but it's missing 105. So which two unit circle degrees add up to be 105? Which two degrees add up to be 105? It can be any combinations. 90 plus 60 is going to be more than... No, that's okay. It's okay. Let's start thinking. Don't, nobody make fun of it. It's fine. People make mistake. I do like all the time. 60 and 45. Thank you. So can I rewrite this to 60 plus 45 degrees? Now, can I write out my sum and difference formula for sine? What is it? Sine, cosine, cosine, sine, right? So be sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Is that same sign or opposite sign? Same. So that's going to be A, B, A, B. We already know angle A is 60. So we're just going to have to fill in sine of 60 degrees, cosine of 45 degrees, plus cosine of 60 degrees, sine of 45 degrees, right? So that's equal to square root 3 over 2 times cosine of 45 is what? Square root 2 over 2, right? Plus 1/2 times square root 2 over 2. So it'd be square root 6 over 4 plus square root 2 over 4. So it'd be square root 6 minus plus square root 2 over 4. Do not oversimplify. This is a perfect answer. Now here's a question. There's another two combination. It can be multiple combination. Can you think of a combination that's subtracting? And you get 105 as well. Can you give me a two combination? This could be a lot of combination, but can you give me an easiest combination that's also give me 105 on unit circle values? Who says what? 135 and 30. Okay, good. I like that. So can I say sine of 135 minus 30? Can I work it out this one? See if we get the same answer. Try it. Now it's minus sign. That's the only thing different. You got some answer? Pretty cool, right? Different way to get some answer. Samuel asked Winston to help if you need help. Olivia, you got it? You got some answer or no? Jocelyn, do you need help? Got it. Alex? Jordan? Diego, you got it?
It's A B A B.
So let me ask a question backward though. You ready? Did anybody need me to go over that one, or you think you got it? County, you got it? Okay. So what if I ask this one? So what will be the answer for this one? The answer is a one simple fraction. Cosine of 80 degree, cosine of 20 degree plus sine of 80 degree times sine of 20 degrees. The answer is a simple fraction. Everybody can get here. Yeah. 80 and 20. Yeah, 80 and 20. Sorry, my handwriting is very bad. It's the end of the day. I didn't eat. Hey, somebody buy me a pizza.
Oh, what degree is it like?
You need to take a shit?
No. Yeah, what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, bye. Come back. Hurry up. Run. Use your soccer skill. You got 10 seconds.
45, 60.
Diego is the funniest guy. He's smart. He's a smart guy. He just don't want to do anything.
No.
Why was you ready to go?
Just two. It's just two. There's just two.
Anybody got an answer yet? One person got it? Good job.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you do got it? It's really easy, right?
Yeah.
Liliana got it? Good. Thinking backward. For math, you have to be able to think forward and then you have to think backwards. Always. If I give you an equation, you can graph a line. If I give you a line, you can give me an equation. Same thing. You're gonna find out. That's how you get out of your garage. You cannot only drive forward. I mean, you could, but you had to specially design your garage. Well, they have those. Yeah, they can like loop one. Yeah, like a drive-through type.
Why would you have that? If you have every whatever.
That's true. Then you don't need to drive backward. You have personal driver.
Maybe you're going just like filter.
You need to have
Yeah, like a train.
to take every shape.
Go like both ways. That's like how the car is.
That's wild.
Like, this could be the front or the train. I thought trains could go with like
No, that's like how that.
like an airport.
Yeah.
Airport tram.
Yeah, not an actual thing.
Anybody got it or no? Shanti, you got it?
Because like, it has to, like,
Think it backwards.
Yeah. But the one at like the airport has like thing on both sides.
yeah, but that's the airport. It's
So you like never go backwards, you know? It's always like go
yeah.
backwards.
Mind blown.
Yesenia, can you check on Elias? Daryl, you got it or no? No, Miranda, can you help out? Samuel, you got it? Apple, did you get it? No? Alex, you got it? Jordan? No?
Minus.
Anna, you got it? Can you help out your table? Apple, did you get it? Okay. The answer is. What is the answer? A half. Because there is a cosine, right? There's a cosine, cosine, sine, sine. We know this is a cosine, but since this is a plus, this should be the thing should be subtracting. So that should be cosine of 60 degrees, and that's equal to 1/2. Beautiful answers.
That was a beautiful.
A little important. There's no decimal, so this is like beautiful freaking out. Every time I see it.
I was good at something.
Go home.
Okay, so how do I find out what is cosine of 5 pi over 12? How do I figure out cosine of 5 pi over 12?
I told you I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, but you can do it in radian too. Think about which two radians gonna give me 5 pi over 12.
Oh, we have to turn it.
Which two radians? No, I'm confused now.
You can break 5 pi over 12 to two different ones. What would you break to? Well, in terms of 12, let's just say think about 5 pi over 12. You can break it down like pi over 12 plus what? 4 pi over 12, right? But the problem is that pi over 12 is on unit circle or no? No. So think about combination where you have both of them on unit circle.
Think back like
6 pi over 12 and 11 pi over 12? And it doesn't exist.
6 pi over 12? No. 6. No, there's no over 12 though. On unit circle, there's no over 12. There's over 6, over 4, over 3. Think about over 12. Think about something over 12 plus something over 12. Isaac?
Pi over 6 and pi over 4.
Think about it. That's true. He's right. No, he's right. So there was a combination, right? There was a pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12. This is on unit circle. That's true. But this one's not. So if you have 2 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12, are they both on unit circle? Isaac, good job. Huh? Simplify. Do you have pi over 12 on the unit circle? We have pi over 6, we have pi over 4, we have pi over 3. We don't have pi over 12. Pi over 12 is 15 degrees, so there's no sign of 15 degree. But there's sign of 30 degree, which is 2 pi over 12. Because 1 pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12 is one simplifiable, but you have 2 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. That's going to give you both simplified to unit circle values. All right, what?
One more, bro.
Niels. $11 pi over 12?
Cosine of 11?
Okay, but she got. But you had to. We haven't finished this part yet. We have to still write out and find out what the fraction is, right?
Oh.
But that's not finished yet. That's why I don't want to give you another question. But let's just say 11 pi over 12. What would it be? Wait, is it possible to have 11 pi over 12? Huh?
You can turn it to an angle.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just trying. I wanted people thinking turn radian too. You can convert to degrees, yes, but yeah, I did it. Possibly. Is that right? Diego, come on, prove it. Prove to me you are smart. You are smart. You don't need proof, but.
Wait, so what is that? That's right.
Diego had that. Easy to go. Man. Now you had to finish the problem though.
8 pi over 12. Plus 3 pi over 8 pi over gets you 11 pi over 12, right? 8 plus 3. Okay, so then you have to simplify both of them. So that goes down to pi over 4. And it's pi over 4. Right? Is that exactly? And you're adding.
What? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm seeing the word.
What do we have?
5, 5, 5.
Do you know what?
What? No, I couldn't do.
No.
You could have said 3 pi over 4 plus pi over 6.
Yeah. It is also
Yeah. What?
What's on a page of pi?
that's 300.
Next month, prove it. Like, do the cosine,
Yeah, pi.
Okay, let's finish this problem. So I know that combination of 11 it can be 1 and 10, right? 1 and 10. So that's gonna give me 11, but the problem pi over 12 is not. So 2 and 9. Well, 2 and 9 work because cosine of 2 pi over 12 plus 9 pi over 12, that's equal to cosine of pi over 6 plus 3 pi over 4. Is that okay? Now, you can have different answer. Now, I'm going to say cosine of pi over 6. So this is cosine, cosine, sine, sine. Is that okay? 3 pi over 4 and pi over 6 and 3 pi over 4. And this is a minus. So cosine of pi over 6 is what? Square root of 3 over 2, right? Is that right? What's cosine of 3 pi by 4? Square root of 2 over 2? Negative, right? Minus 1/2 times square root of 3 over 2. So that is equal to negative square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2. Or square root of 3. Wait,
Why does it be plus?
it's minus.
Minus, minus.
What do you mean minus minus? Does that hurt your brain a little bit? I personally I like trig. It's just like really logical. I think that's the one of my favorite part of math is